everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Turnovers will be a focus in today's game. The Cardinals are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Falcons team that knows they have to take care of the ball. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. Prescott on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Putting drive. Third down, it's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 58 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
To throw is Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. Now it's Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. Now Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They come up in an offset eye. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They get 31 yards that time. And the Cards are going to have a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Darkwa. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Getting him 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll run with Darkwa, and he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Now Darkwa. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Catanzero's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but it's got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
2nd down, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They come out here in the eye. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the 1st quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. All right, partner, keep adding up the yardage. My man is off to a big-time start in this one.
Oh, yeah, you know, when these guys get a first-quarter run like that, they're thinking, all right, now I'm going to get a second, third, and fourth-quarter run like that, correct?
Have you ever seen a guy have a run like that and feel good about himself and then tap out and want to come out of the game?
No.
No, he wants the ball some more, doesn't he?
Yeah. 1 quarter down. Fort ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Darkwa. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go!
Now they'll switch it up here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic 1st down.
first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To the air again, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Anoon's got it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. On the left side, a catch by White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one.
Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I got to go. No, Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Come on, let's go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
We focus our attention on the Cardinals defense now. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott dumps it off to Gurley. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come up in an offset eye. Prescott now on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the play clock's running down. Second down, Prescott. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Let's go.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, surveying the field. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Third down and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw here. And finding the tight end Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Orleans Darkwa, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go. 38.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. 190.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got time. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now, you see these numbers, and a week ago when he struggled, it just seemed like everyone was, the world was closing in on him when he was handed the football. Here, the hole seemed to be opening up.
Yeah, and last week it appeared that he was running against 13 or 14 guys, didn't it? And I think last week, they just couldn't get in sync. Blockers, him, no matter what. It was almost like if they blocked it well, he picked the wrong hole to run through.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So out come the Falcons now. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 21 that time, and it'll be first down Atlanta. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They run. It's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He hits White, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And they're going to speed things up here. First down, Prescott. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Funches with a catch over the middle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that brings up fourth down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He'll look to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll drop to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Surveying the field, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, he'll drop to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And some room to roam now. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Holding defense.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. Extra point try now for Walsh. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
False start, offense.
45, key in.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Flex round, flex round.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Four down. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
The one running back is Gurley. Well, Prescott here to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take
Show our hearts, yeah, inside.